Hello, and welcome to the next episode of the Spirit and Soul Podcast. I am your host, Tiffany Cohen, and today we have the one, the only Frank Bruni here with us today.
Hi guys, how are
Welcome,
you?
Frank. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
Frank is for sure our the guest that we've had on the most, and he's my favorite of all time. So, if those of you that don't know Frank, which I'm honestly would be shocked if you didn't, Frank is an incredible medium, intuitive. He does all things magical, and he creates the product line that we have that you know and love at Spirit and Soul with the money sprays and the candles and all the oils and all the magical things. So if you've ever gotten any of our oils, sprays, candles, that is all Frank's magic.
Enjoy them, guys.
And actually, that's what we're going to talk about today.
Oh,
So I'm excited to get into this. So Frank, when you do, like when you start to like work on your oils and your sprays and the candles and all the magical things that you create here for Spirit and Soul, how does that like even begin for you? Maybe energetically, and like I don't want you to tell anybody the full process of it because that's yours. It's your formula, but like what really goes into it for you?
Well, guys, like everything in life, it's getting yourself into a certain headspace and really making sure that you're creating the space to do the work, to make something, because you're literally bringing something from your mind into the physical world. So, how your mind is and how you are emotionally and things you're going through, I feel there's a little bit of transference. So, I always tell people when I make these products, kind of like making a soup. If you're using one cutting board for like the raw chicken or the meat, right? You're not going to then cut your vegetables on the cutting board for that, right? That's cross contamination. So a lot of times in life when I make these products for Tiff, I do them on Mondays here at the store. And I love to make the products on Mondays because I feel like it starts the week. Monday is ruled by the moon. So it's the divine feminine that I'm channeling and working through in the day. It's working with that maiden mother energy. Mother Crone energy on Mondays here, and I'm trying to make sure that when these products are done, they're made in deep, deep resonance. That it's making sure that something is pulled from a clean line of energy and that the intention and the integrity of the product comes out because literally there are people that are going to be using them. So each one of these products that I make them as if they're an extension not only of me, but looking at you guys like my family. I wouldn't make these products without washing my hands, wiping down the counters, making sure the bottles are clean. So there is a little bit of spiritual hygiene along with prayer, and then also to the creating, keeping that manifested energy going through the process.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about spiritual hygiene? Because I'm not sure if, like, I feel like you don't hear that word a lot. So, I would love for you to explain what that
So when we
is.
think about spiritual hygiene, guys, it's like how you take a shower, right? You can take a shower and you can also energetically, while you're washing the physical body, you can wash your energetic body. So spiritual hygiene is really working with energies that are clean and pure, along with working with things that are going to give true benefit, not quick fixes. So versus like a, say, like a come to me candle or a come to me oil, which isn't bad. That's part of work that I've studied in years of working at a Botanica. The higher end or the more evolved evolution of, say, like a love working would be like the divine love candle that I make here, or the divine love oil, because you're using that oil not only to love yourself, but to call in the partner that is best for you versus, say, dominating or controlling somebody that you want to be your partner. So spiritual hygiene is kind of knowing how clean or also kind of how dirty we're getting in our work, because there is duality, guys. I mean, listen, I make you guys your products. I also make custom candles. I made custom oils here for people, but I like to get it from Tiff or from the customer. What are you making? What do you want from me? Because there is a certain hygiene that you have to either be okay with keeping or leaving with what you're doing.
Oh my God. Okay. So let's break that down a little bit because I feel like there were so many
Yeah.
like beautiful nuggets of wisdom there. So what I heard first was really this energy of like, you talked about like the come hither candle versus like a divine love candle, which is what we do here. So what, like, and you said that the divine love candle is really this higher frequency
Yeah.
of love, which in all of our products, guys, we lean on the higher energetic end of the spectrum because there are consequences that come with these lower vibration energies like a come hither, right? So what would you first explain what come hither is?
So like a come hither candle, like a hala hala candle, or a come to me candle, or a dominate my lover or bring back my lover candle. Now guys, just for you to know, in working with Tiff at the store, what I love is how she gives me the range to do all scopes of my work. Being a gray witch, I understand what is light and dark, and then trying to meet people at the middle of the road and understanding what they need. Now, I can do anything that anybody wants, but I also know how that plays out. And because I have integrity behind my work, sometimes when I hear people wanting something, I go, it seems like you haven't moved on from that X. So I really think kind of doing a block breaking candle to move on from the X, do that in 1 week, finish that candle, and then the next week do a divine love candle to bring in the right partners, more what you want. And people who come in wanting that visceral, I want him back, and I want him at my feet, and I want him apologizing. After I kind of sit with them at the counter or do a little quick 15-minute reading with them, they're like, you know what, Frank? You're right. And I took myself out of it for a minute, I took a breath, and I like the way you're directing me. So sometimes people with work, they just need a little redirection. That's all.
Yeah, I think that the ego kind of gets in the way, you know, where it's like if you really looked at, like, let's say that type of situation, right? Where, like, let's say you know, had the person who you thought maybe was like the love of your life or whatever, but realistically, they might not have been for you. I mean, if they moved on from you,
And you should.
then you should too. Yeah, exactly. Like you should too. And like, and allow it, right? And allow the person to go, because why do you want to waste your time with somebody that wasn't for you when you could actually call in somebody that is for you, the
Your
person that's meant for
divine
you.
match.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why like a come hither style candle, you're calling in that person that isn't meant for you. It's
And
just
also
egoically
short-
you
and
want
it's
them.
short-lived too. That magic is more short-lived. Like when you talk about timelines, Tiff, and you talk about, you know, doing that deeper mental and emotional healing on yourself, that's for the long-term goal. And I think that's more of a long-term strategized move. And a lot of the products at the store, why I'm always carving candles weekly and always making these oils weekly, they sell because they work. And they work because they're based in raw, real ingredients and strategy. That's it. It's not a big, complex thing. You know, the years of studying and learning all of the duality and levels of the work, yeah, that's underneath my belt, and I've got that for you. But most of the time, what you want to do is know where your hands are. And if your hands are dirty and your mind is not clear, you're going to make a dirty pot of soup. And if your hands are clean and you're wiping your boards and you're using good soap and you're Lysoling your counters, you're not going to get sick. There's always balance in everything, guys.
I love that. I love that like analogy, this chicken soup analogy.
Absolutely.
But it's
Like,
true. Like
work
where
clean.
where are you coming from with
Right.
it? Are you coming from this lower vibration, nasty kind of place? Or are you coming from a place where you are looking for the highest level support for your life? We are of the highest level support. Now, of course, you're going to be able to find these products in other places. And if that's the type of magic that you want to go towards, then
Go
that's
for it.
your, that's up to you. But you're just not going to find them here. You're not going to find them at Spirit and Soul, because we are looking at it from like what is the intention for your most magical life, for the best life that you could live. And that's just not the energy that's going to be for it. That's egoic magic. That's like to settle the ego. We're looking to be led by the soul here.
That's right.
Right?
And listen, like anything, guys, you could go to McDonald's and get food from the drive-thru. You could go to the diner, and then there's something about making a home-cooked meal. And you should really look at your magic as that. How am I really coming to my stove, coming to my altar, and doing my work? Do you want a quick fix? Do you want food from a certain place, and then you're going to feel a certain way after eating it? You have to really think about where you're sourcing and resourcing. Like Tiff has done a lot of research to get me the best quality products. I do a lot of my work too, getting organic herbs that go into the oils, using olive oils, using coconut oil, using essential oil, and not fragrance oil, or using fragrance oil and essential oil, which people do in products. And then they'll tell people, oh, it's essential oil. No, it's not. It's going to harm their lymphatic system. So a lot of times too, know your ingredients, know what's in your products, and also know where it's coming from, because that's going to play out in the work that you're doing.
Yeah, so that's a beautiful point as well. Like, what's in it?
Yeah.
Is it pure? Or is it made of sparkles and
glitter.
fragrance and like all those things that shouldn't go on your body? Now, for a candle, you're not putting that on your body. So sparkles are A-okay, right? But when you're putting something on your body, you're spraying something onto your body, into the air, if that's filled with sparkles and fragrance oils, that's all fake stuff. And now you're putting that onto your body, and that's a lower vibration energy, and also just blatantly not good for you. So at Spirit and Soul, what we do with Frank is we make sure that all of the ingredients are amazing ingredients, organic ingredients. We're using beautiful essential oils. We are really making sure that everything is of the highest quality and also energy for you guys as you're using it, because honestly, that's how I live. Like, I don't put things on my body that are junk. I just won't do it. I'm not putting things on with sparkles and things like that. I'm not going to do it. I will put on natural lotions, natural oils onto my body. Why would I then sell something to you guys? Or why would we make something that we wouldn't use ourselves? Right? And like, that is the key right there. It's like, we use everything that we are putting on our shelves. We're like begging Frank for it. He's like, you've had enough.
I'm like, put it down.
Back away.
I'm like, it's for them. It's going on the shelf. Leave it be. Guys, even when we make these products, Tiff and me will take the essential oils, put them on the counter, me with my pendulum, going over the item. Is it clear? Should we use it? Tiff smelling it or giving me an idea of what she wants to do. Me putting certain things on the table and being like, Tiff, smell this, or I feel this, or Frank, let's use this stone versus that one. This is literally curated work.
It really is. And like, Frank is like a genius though, because I always tell the story with the Wonder Oil.
Not Wonder Oil. I literally was like, okay.
I'm like, Frank, I want it to smell like twinkling lights. And he's like, looks at me and he's like, what the hell does that mean? And I'm like, you know what it means. Think about what twinkling lights smell like. And sure as anything, he's like, okay, I think I got it. And then sure as anything, he created the Wonder Oil. And like, when you smell it, I'm not joking. If you have it, smell it right now. It smells like twinkling lights. It smells like the wonder of watching twinkling lights.
Like snow and
Yeah.
the holidays.
Yeah, and that energy of like just pure joy. So even if you're not using the Wonder Oil around like the holidays, it's really about pure joy and seeing the wonder around
lifting
you.
your spirit up a little.
It's so good. So like when Frank is creating, and like I'll be there too, obviously, with like ideas and things like that. Like, I just love that time. Like, I feel like I love when we're in creation.
It's a good creation mode. It's banter. It's knowing what our customers like, and us saying, you know, they went this way with this one and they like that product. We are feeding and literally nourishing ourselves off of the responses from everybody.
Absolutely.
That's where it's all coming from.
Absolutely. It's coming from like when you guys ask questions or say things in classes, or we listen to you. We're listening to everything that you're struggling with. We're listening to everything that you want to manifest. And we're like, okay, what would support these people? Like, we're seeing it's more than one person that's saying that they're struggling in love or in money or in whatever it might be. what do they need? And we will help, we'll do something that helps to support that. So we're listening to everything that you're saying. So if there's something that you want to see, like, please, like, write in, tell us, DM us, whatever it is, and we will be
also,
happy.
too, guys, there's custom work I do too. Sometimes people be like, Frank, I saw this, and this on the floor. Can you make this for me? Yes, I can.
Yeah.
There's always something that can be made or assisted with. Or even if it's me starting to help you with the chime candle and the oils and trying out a ritual that way before making a bigger candle, you can do that too.
So one thing that I love about you, Frank, is that you really think of everything from like every perspective. And I feel like that's that beautiful, like, gray witch that you are, because that, like, when I had said to Frank, because we were getting so many requests for fertility candles, and I said to Frank, like, I think we should put fertility candles on the floor because we get so many requests for them. And he's like, absolutely not. And I'm like, why? Because it sounded like, so, like, of course we should put it on there. People are asking for it. And he's like, absolutely not. That's how people trap men or women for babies, like, and then trap them in a relationship to have a baby. And I was like, oh my God, like, I never thought of that, but yes, of course. So
I was like, no.
yeah. So now it's a request, and he talks to the person first and talks to them about what's going on, or I'll talk to them.
Right. And then you give me their information, because one fertility candle works for somebody one way, another fertility candle works another. So yes, there is a baseline ingredient and ritual that I do it in, but also too, it will get tweaked and adapted for the person.
I love it.
We didn't even have them on the floor, because another thing I brought up too is I said, what about a young girl that wants to keep her boyfriend?
Yeah, exactly. No, I
like,
mean,
no, we have a high school by the store. I'm like, we're not doing that.
but I would never think of that. But like Frank, because he sees this perspective, and also what people have tried to come to you for.
I've heard everything. And in the good, in the bad, in the light, and the gray, I know what people want, and there's ways of going about getting what you want on a lower level and a higher level and even a middle of the road level. And for you guys that know me, and even Tiff too, the store is presented and represented in a light form. It doesn't mean that we're all la-di-da fairy dust here.
Right.
We have backbone. Tiff worked in corporate. I worked in a Botanica in Brooklyn for many years. So I've known what people really, really do on the darker, realer level. I've seen what's presented to the customers on the floor, what's kept in the back that the boss would tell people about. So you can still get real, even if it doesn't have the heavy around it. So remember that too, guys. When you come, as long as you're real and your integrity and your truth is being seen with us, show up what you want to tell us, and we'll know how to give you the best way of going about it.
So Frank, what would you say, like, for the lower vibration things that people are looking for? So we saw, like, trapping somebody in the come hither, but what would you say also is the repercussions of that for the person?
Do it till you burn your hand. Do it till you burn your hand, because the ego is a funny, loud, bossy little kid, and it's kind of like that kid reaching for the cookie jar, and mom turned off the stove, and the stove's still hot, and that kid puts the hand on the stove to grab the cookie jar. They get burnt, and then they learn not to reach for the cookie jar when mommy said no. So I always tell people, you want to get in the mud? Go do it. Have a ball. If you're going to get dirty, roll around in it. And then after you learn, and you learn where something's coming from or how you went about it one way, then you can evolve, shift your energy, and then do it in a lighter, more evolved way. So I actually teach people, a little unorthodox. I teach people, go for it. Go for it, babe. Roll around in it. Feel it out. If you're going to do it, go and do it, but then learn from it.
Because it does come back to, but like when you're working with that lower vibration energy, that darker magic or whatever.
It's not even woohoo, guys. It's not even spiritual woohoo talk. It's physics. You drop a rock in the lake, it ripples out on the lake. Okay, just like karma. The bird eats the worm when it's alive, and then when the bird dies, the worm is eating the bird. It's all karma. So you want to do a little sneaky, nasty, control, lover, bring him back thing. Okay, now you got him back. He's, batshit crazy,
Cheating on you.
cheating on you still. And now you're with something unstable. Now you're unstable. Now you feel even worse. And you got what you wanted because you went about it with dirty hands.
Yeah. And I think that's so important to understand is that when you're working with that, in that energy, that you have to remember that there is a law of reciprocity, that what you give, you get back. So I think that especially with the ego wants to see you give it, and dish it out, but it never sees you want to take it, and you're going to take it. That's why working in the light and doing the things that we do, we make sure that everything is really in that energy. I think the cheekiest that we've ever gotten is the love and light spray because it's boundaried. It's boundaried.
It's a boundary spray, but it's also like, love and light. You want to be a little fresh? I got my little spray. Psh.
Yep. And love and light, like you're wishing somebody
It's
a little
cute.
light. Yeah, it's a little cute, but it's really realistically it's a boundary spray,
That's
right?
all.
And what you're doing is you're saying like it's like bless your heart,
That's
it's
right.
like if you were in the South, you'd say bless.
It's the bless
your
your heart spray.
or like I'm sending them a little love and light,
That's all.
so like that's as far as we'll go, and really realistically, it's
But
cheeky,
that's all
it's
you
tongue
need
in
to-
cheek,
guys,
but
at the end of the day, that's all you really need to go.
yeah.
You don't have to go that heavy all the time.
No, and the ego though will tell you that you do,
Right.
and like you kind of have to be the one or if you
balance.
can't do that, then you have somebody around you. That's like when you're gonna go to Frank and be like, I want this custom thing, and he's gonna be like,
Right.
no.
I'm going to be like, babe, so what it's sounding like to me is you want this.
Yeah. So this is what we want instead. You want to break it down this way first, right? And like we will guide you. And then again, you have free will, so you can
go
do whatever
do
you
it.
want. You're just not going to get it here. Now, the thing is too, with any of your products, anything, because like we would be stupid to like sit here and say that you get every single product from Spirit and Soul. I mean, listen, we could hope that you would, but you're going to try things from other places and just make sure that you do your research first, right? Like you can pick up anything. I mean, like there are literally like candles being sold in like clothing stores that are supposed to be magical, like, or crystals being sold in clothing stores. Like what is the energy that you're getting from that? Of no intent, zero intention. First of all, they have no idea what it is. They're just doing it because it's a hot item, right? And like, that's it.
Right.
So, you want to make sure that you're shopping at a place that is intentional about it. And if you can, what is the energy behind the intentional candle that's made? So, like, who's making it?
Yeah.
Like, who is carving your candle? What is the energy that they have brought to when they're making your oil, when they're making your spray? Is it an energy that's like nasty? Are they a nasty person? Are they a low vibration person? Are they working in darkness? Then listen, maybe that's what you want. Then you go for it. But just know, right? Like the importance of it all is knowing, is the knowledge of it. But if you don't want that and you're buying it from a place, or like, again, you're buying it at a clothing store, you have no idea who's it's manufactured at, Amazon or whatever, like that's the energy that you're getting from it. So like, remember that what you're putting out there, just be very cautious, right? Would you say like who's making it is important?
Who's making it is important. Even like one of my clients, I was reading her last week, and she literally told me that at Target they had more like Botanica style candles in the candle section. So you like all those beautiful wood wick candles at Target. So there's like the home decor candles. And like I was astounded because she showed me like in her Amazon cart, like she typed it and it came up all the candles. And I was like, wow, these are actually like pretty heavy duty candles. And they're just selling them
willy-nilly,
willy-nilly at Target. So a lot of times, guys, always know what you're picking up or what you're using or where you're getting it from. Everything has a frequency. So whether you're knowingly or not knowingly using it, you're still using it.
With an intention behind it.
So it activates. It actually now wakes it up and is moving that energy now.
Yeah. So like just being really cautious about where you're getting it and what energy that you do want to put out there is going to be really, really important. And then again, what's in it if you're putting it on your body? All right. If you're, listen, if you're into that, right? Like Eric Edmeets, who was on the podcast in the beginning of the year, he's one of my mentors, and he did Wild Fit. And the biggest thing that I learned from him was not so much about the nutrition aspect, but it was about you have a choice. And like, as long as you're making an informed choice, that is the difference. Like if you want to go eat the sugar and the McDonald's and all the things, that's fine. Just know what's in it and what you're putting in your body, right? The same thing goes for what you're putting on your body. And like, that's important. Like you could say, like, sometimes we'll be like, yes, I want a, cheeseburger and fries from McDonald's. And then,
Go for it.
and then most of the time, no, I'm like, absolutely not. I don't want to put that in my body, but at least I'm making the informed decision, and I know like the shit that I'm putting in my body or on top of my body or whatever it is.
Absolutely.
And like, that's okay. But if you don't know, and that's why we like to make podcast episodes like this,
It's
because
just
people
knowledge
don't
for you
know.
guys.
Yeah. Like not all of these magical products are made the same. They're not actually. They never are, because you have the person behind it and the intention behind it that will change it.
Yeah. And that also will be the energy that you take with you into your home, into your space, and into the outcomes and things that you want to create as well.
Yeah. So just super, super important to really touch on that you understand all of this as you're moving forward and using these amazing magical products, because at the end of the day, they freaking work,
Yeah,
you
I'm so honored. Like the way you guys ritualize the candles and how you'll take these candles that are always available at the store, right? And you'll make your divine love candle for you and your husband. Or one girl is like, Frank, I love burning your divine love candle for me because I'm dating, but I'm not serious yet. And I just feel like I'm calling in divine love for me. So this one candle, I've seen 3 different people work it a different way. So I think what's beautiful is when you guys really run with the ball and make it your own and bring it into your home and make your grids and use them and how you use them. That makes me proud, because it's like the magic then is extended out, and then your magic comes out of it, and there's more of a blossoming than a restricting. You know?
I know. I love seeing everybody.
Right?
It's like
It's
how
like it
they
makes
use
my
them.
day.
I know. It's one of my favorite things when you guys send videos or tag us in videos of like your altar or like how you're doing your
Yeah.
different things. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this so much. Like how people are using it, or the stories of it, how they use the oils and things. Like it's just, it's
like,
amazing.
It's like a little like fun feedback.
Yeah, and like the stories of the after effects of it, like how many people lit the fertility candle and they came back in and they were pregnant, and then how many people like with the money sprays, like oh my God, the money
story.
spray stories that we have are so good. Like I love money spray stories. They make me laugh so hard because
They crack me up.
they crack me up because people are like, it's a lot of times it's the people who didn't expect it. They were like, everybody said to get Frank's money spray. So I bought it and I woke up to like 10 clients the next day. So like that shit works, like they'll say these stories on Instagram and I'm like cracking up. I'm like, yeah, that shit works. Like that's why it's our number one selling product. And that's why it's our Frank has nonstop making money sprays, money candles.
It's always on the to-do list.
It's on every week to-do list for Frank. You keep
Gotta
him busy,
keep him
guys.
busy.
We do. But you know what, Frank? I just feel like you have brought so much magic into people's lives and really helped them to manifest things into their lives, help them heal, help them even to just get more intentional with their lives. And I feel like sometimes we make these products and we do this work and, we're getting things onto the shelves and we don't stop and really sit and look back and see how far and like what's happened, like what has happened in people's lives that is so amazing. So sometimes we kind of like sit back and like listen to the stories, or we'll start talking about it and we're like, damn, like these products make a difference. And it's all in, of course it's all in how you use them as well. So like, please keep that in mind. It's like not just Frank's magic and like,
guys, it's you.
It's
I
you.
want you to remember your magic as you use my products, because it's that tapping into the well. Everything that I make for you, it's really an access point of energy for you to use. So that magic is inside of you. I created you something kind of like, okay, now take the baton and go run down the track. Like I'm literally handing you the baton in the race. Grab the baton, go with it.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Frank, well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
sitting with me today and talking. I know Frank and I have like 1 million podcast episodes that we want to do. So you'll probably see Frank a lot in 2026. But we really wanted to do this because I know also that you guys are giving these as gifts. And like,
Yeah.
I love that. Like, you have no idea. How cool is that when like
It's
someone,
such an honor.
It really is.
Like to know that a gift that you're putting effort and intention into and really want to get somebody something special, that they're reaching for these products.
I love it so much. Like when people come in, they're like, "Oh, I'm buying this for a gift for this person." I'm like, "Oh my God, I love it." So it just like, it just makes my day. So thank you so much for sitting with me and chatting today about these products. And guys, if you haven't experienced Frank's products, you can go to www.shopspiritandsoulstudio.com and then just type in Frank and all of his products will come up. And then just, what is your intention? Like, you can start there. We basically, I feel like, have an intention for most things at this point.
There's a big scope we can work with you with.
Yeah. And if you don't see something on there, yes, you can get a custom candle, oil, spray, whatever it is that you want. Frank
hard.
can do it for you.
Just
you
get
know?
very clear, guys, in your description, in your email, or in your DM to the store. Half the time I'll even call you just to kind of clarify, make sure I know what I'm doing with you, and then literally you're getting what you need.
Yeah, and those are so special too, the
Yeah.
custom ones. I love them. All right, guys, so make sure that you check out everything that Frank is doing. Frank, how can they follow you on Instagram?
So on Instagram, I'm all lowercase, the spiritual siren. A lot of times when you see me on the store, you can also find me from the store. I do stories when I'm here. I work here on Mondays making the products. Along with Mondays, I do life coaching and the Reiki healing work I do on Mondays. Thursdays is a full-on from opening till close where I'm available for the readings. And that's how you got me.
Yeah, and let me just say, side note before we end here, Frank's healings are amazing. Like, people leave and they are like
Shifted. Little shift.
completely shifted.
We shift.
Can you just talk a little bit about that before we go,
Yeah.
just so people
So-
know that, because it's not Reiki. It is Reiki, but it's not Reiki.
I've studied Reiki. I also have learned a lot of years of how to use and work the body on the table. So a lot of times it feels a little bit chiropractic. It does feel a little bit like massage therapy. I will work through the meridians and the points of the body. A lot of times I'll see what somebody's body is doing on the table. If somebody's moving their arm, I'll start working the arm. If they're shifting on the table, I'll move the hips with them. And it's amazing to see what the body does when you give it room to go there. So a lot of my work is really through deep shamanism and also to understanding the intuitive and an energetic level of the body and how to kind of go to those places, whether I have to go there and help them or whether I'm guiding the person to go there and then just giving them the space. I feel healings are really powerful. A lot of times after the healing, I'll then tell them what type of product they could work with. That's a lot of times how I do it. And then that feels really special because we've studied you, we've worked with you, you've shown your truth, and now we're giving you a tool to take with you. So remember that too. You get that as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I would say probably not chiropractic, more somatic.
Yeah, you could
Somatic,
say that.
yeah.
Somatic is good, like a good somatic.
He's not cracking anybody on the table,
Yeah,
but
no,
you
no,
are
no,
working. You are working through the body in
Yeah.
a deeply somatic way, and like a muscle
muscle emotional,
Yeah.
because I love doing muscle memory testing with people. So a lot of times I'll test the muscles and do a lot of talk therapy with people on
So
the
good.
table. And that comes out too. Yeah, thank you. That's
yeah.
that's a great way you put it.
In 2026, though,
Yeah.
because this year we had done a really powerful like healing where
Yeah.
we did spinal energetics and Frank's healing work together, and it was a group class, and that was
Yeah, that was very powerful.
unreal. It was so amazing. So we'll definitely look out
Yeah.
for that. We're definitely going to do multiples of them for next year, probably very soon, because we haven't done one in a while. But Frank,
New
thank
things.
you so much
you.
again. Love you so much.
Thank
So
you, baby.
grateful, honored happy to have you here and just thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys.
You're the best.
All right. And listen, guys, if whatever resonated with you, or if you have any questions or maybe are looking for a custom item, please, you can DM us at Spirit and Soul Studio, and we'll be happy to give any questions that you have to Frank, or you can just DM him directly. Please, as always, I ask that you leave us a review on whatever platform you are listening, whether it is on YouTube, whether it's on, what is it, Spotify or Apple or any of those things. Leave us a review. It makes a huge difference. And I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next episode.